Good evening. Have you ever had an unexpected experience? One that just came out of nowhere? Have you ever thought about marching in a parade? I have, but not because I volunteered. In 1968, I was stationed on the USS Albany and was located in the Boston shipyards. The ship was being recommissioned to active service after being idle for 2 years. You never know when you're being called to do something unexpected. I had thought I would never march again after boot camp. It had been about 2 years. There were 3 of us selected in the same division. We were given 3 hours of instruction to learn how to march again by 2 Marines. We were assigned to march in a parade in Worcester, Massachusetts, 47 miles west of Boston, on Veterans Day. On a cold Friday morning, November 8th, 1968, just after muster, Chief Matson informed my buddy Billy Yoshida and I, "You two have volunteered to march in a parade. Report the 2 Marines on a pier for training right now." I was a little bit of a shock. Like, march? A parade? So Billy and I went down to the pier and we met 21 other guys that had been selected. One of them was a gunner's mate in our division who we knew. Tommy Saucer. Tommy Saucer was about as uncoordinated as a person could get. The Marines took a look at us, said we were pathetic. They requested the captain cancel the detail. The captain said no. We trained for about 3 hours. Tommy Saucer was the guide in front carrying the flag. So Tommy would be marching like this, carrying the flag. Billy was next to me in the middle. Billy was to space himself from Tommy, and the rest of the formation guided off of me, spaced ourselves out. We were informed we were going to be issued rifles Monday morning at the ship's armory at 6:30 in the morning. The lieutenant briefed us kind of like the rest of the detail was going to go, but we already knew what was going on. So at 6:30 Monday morning, November 11th, 1968, we reported to the ship's army and we were issued working M1 rifles from the Korean War. The 40 Marines aboard used them for their ceremonies. The Marines asked us to be careful since they had to keep these weapons in tip-top shape, and they did. They were in great shape, looking brand new. It was dark and raining when we stepped out on the quarterdeck in our best dress blues and pea coats. It was about 35 degrees. We arrived at the beginning of the parade route. Took about an hour. It was still raining. Tommy gave the order to form up. The parade length was about 1.5 miles. The people were lined up on both sides of the street. Parade whistle sounded. Off we went. We were the first group in the parade. To our surprise, people were cheering us. The further we went, the louder they got. Total surprise to the whole detail, but it was still raining and about 35 degrees. Our uniforms and pea coats were soaked all the way through. My white hat had a water puddle sloshing around in it. About 3/4 of the way, Tommy begins to start stepping like he was in a marching band in high school, like this. Okay? And people are cheering, and of course Tommy was kind of uncoordinated and his legs flipped off to the side. The crowd didn't care. Since I was in the front row on the right, I had to keep the formation line to me. The rain turns to snow. The wind starts blowing hard. Just short of the end, Tommy suddenly slows down. And he starts jack-stepping even higher, carrying this flag. People were still cheering. They were clapping and everything, and we were like, you know, this is miserable. But when Tommy slowed down, a big gust of wind came up. It hit Billy to the left of me, right upside the head, kapow, just like that. Billy goes forward. The flag just misses me, and I kind of see him out. I reached down, I was real lucky. I got him up under his right arm and got a hold of his M1 at the same time. The guy on the left side of him sees it. He got him by the left arm. We're dragging him down the middle of this road. And here is Tommy Saucer. He's still doing the geese step like this. And I hollered at him and said, Tommy, you need to speed up. Okay? So we get all the way down to the end. Billy's still, he's out. We drug him down there. He comes to. He's got a big red mark on the side of his face. But it turned out he was okay. You should never be complacent, as unexpected things are going to happen to you. It's also impossibly prepared for what can happen, and it does. We were a terrible marching formation on that Veterans Day, but the people watching that parade in Worcester, Massachusetts on that cold November 11th morning thought we were awesome. Thank you.